Okay, running for mental health. For me, it's always been a case of, it's almost meditative when I go out and run. So I'm either completely in the zone, I'll go out for an hour, can't remember anything to do with the hour, and I'll come back home and I'll just feel better. I always feel better after a run. The only time I don't feel better after a run is if something bad has happened in the run. I've got a little niggle or an injury or something like that. I don't feel great. I always feel better. If I go out and walk in the nature, I feel better when I come out. It's just naturally, you're just getting the right energy, you're in the right place, you're probably passing people and having small conversations with people who are also out there, and they're also getting the same kick that you're getting from being outdoors. Being outdoors in the nature is also always going to be great. But even indoor on the treadmill, I'll go for a run, I'll always feel better. It's always giving me those endorphins that I need, and that nice energy that I know that I'm moving forward in my life. I know that it's self-improvement, it's personal development. It's always like that for me, and I need it. I know how much I need it when I don't have access to it, when I'm injured or when I'm sick and I actually can't do it. Another thing, two other really important things. It's great for problem solving. So if you have a problem at work, if you have a problem in your business, whatever you're doing, maybe in your relationships, personal relationships, whatever, often you'll find the solutions to those problems whilst you're out there, just kind of in your own head, in your own headspace, solving problems. It's brilliant for that. And often it will be a case of, I've had a conflict, I've had confrontation, maybe it's been an argument in a relationship or whatever. I'll go out and do a run. I'll go out and do a run the next day or whatever, and then I'll come back and I'll just think, do you know what, in the grand scheme of things, I'm sorry, whatever I said, however I said it, I'll usually apologize, and then it's clear. It's usually completely fine, because you realize that in the grand scheme of things, what are we actually doing? Why are we having these small little arguments or whatever? So it's brilliant for that, but it's also brilliant for problem solving around like a speed bump or something that you have in your business or your work. It's great for that. It's great for putting yourself in a creative space. Like I often think of ideas, business ideas and work ideas on the go whilst I'm running. It's just great for being able to add another perspective, because you're out there, you're thinking about the run, you're completely in the run, but also other things happen. So it might be another way to do something. Another person you've not thought about contacting for advice or to get involved in your business or whatever. It's brilliant for that. So it's great for outside the box thinking, because you're out there, you're in a different space, you're away from your office, you're away from your house, you're away from everybody else's kind of noise, etc. Just in your own thoughts. Some of the best times I've ever had is when I've been able to do that for long periods of time. Hiking in the Himalayas, like a couple of times, long periods of time, months at a time. Absolutely brilliant for your headspace. Where do I want to be? What am I doing? Am I happy? What would make me more happy? Am I on the right path, etc.? And cycle touring in Asia. When I had that year cycle touring in Asia, everything flipped, and that's when I got into running, because I realized that, what am I doing? Am I on the right path? Is this making me happy? Or am I just chasing a career? Am I just chasing cash? Am I just chasing what everybody else in society looks for, which is, nice things, nice apartments, nice cars, nice clothes, all those things? Or am I actually doing something that fulfills me, that makes me happy? And the answer was definitely the second thing. So I changed my direction. That made me infinitely more happy. So mental health, like running and just starting and getting into something, and just starting from the bottom, and as we've said before, if you've never ran before, just start with 10 times 1 minute, as slow as you can possibly go. You're hardly putting your heart rate above when you're just walking, but you've started on your journey. And then to watch that grow and stick at something and grow into something, that's gonna give you positive feedback. And once you get into that positive feedback loop and you start to move forward and you start to you start to get those gains and to improve and to see those improvements, and maybe see that you're losing fat, you're losing weight, whatever. Again, it's just everything positive feeding back into you. But the main thing for me is being outside in nature, seeing great things, being around people who are also kind of a common mindset of they want to also move forward, they want to personally develop themselves, and that for me is gold.